Hey, what's going on, guys? Ethan Gladwell here with Medicare Millennials. Today, I wanted to go over a fun topic. I know it's been a minute since I've posted a video, but today I want to go over 6 errors that I made as a newer agent and what I would do differently and how to correct those if I were starting over. So let's go ahead and get started again. If you haven't liked and subscribed this video, please do so. It helps out tremendously for us and it keeps us putting out good content for you. So, number one, here is something that I see a lot of not only insurance agents make the error on, but entrepreneurs themselves. Before I got started as an independent agent, we worked for what we call a quasi-captive agency, and we had climbed that tower. We made it all the way to regional manager. I say we, I'm speaking for Kenny and myself. We had the corner office and the high rise overlooking the Dallas skyline. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And when we quit, our first error or mistake was feeling that we needed to match that. That company at that time had been in business for 10 years. Kenny and I are in business for 10 days, and we felt that we needed the office, we needed the parking spot, we needed all the things that we had. What an error, guys. It's very critical to keep your expenses low when you get into the insurance business. So that's my mistake number one. Uh, if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't worry about the office. I would work from home. I would keep my expenses as low as possible. No office, no fancy new iPads or anything like that, guys. Keep it plain Jane. Number two that I would do is I would have niched down faster. So when I first started, I sold Medicare supplements. I sold cancer, dental, and vision. I sold final expense. I sold term. I sold annuities. I sold it all. And especially in the early stages of your career, it's super hard to try and be an expert at everything. In fact, it's impossible. So I would niche down much faster. In fact, when I finally did niche down several years later, I had one of the best years of my life. So I would try not to be the expert at everything. If a client asked me for something that I didn't know much about, I would have done one of two things. I would have said, A, I'll get right back with you on an answer and go and study that, or B, I would have found somebody in my organization that specializes that, bring them out there and cut you a little piece of that business there. So try and niche down and not sell everything. The third thing that I would try and do is I would hold myself a little bit more accountable. Guys, when you're an independent agent, it's tough to have structure. It's tough to have discipline. It's easy to have a bad day and go home early. It's easy to have a bad week and then maybe take the next week off. If I could do it again, I would set more attainable goals and try and achieve those. And once I've started consistently achieving them, guys, it's easy to have a good week and then turn around and have a bad week, right? If we can consistently meet our goals, then it's time to up those goals and then start consistently doing those as well. So I would hold myself a little bit more accountable, and I would make sure that I'm doing what I'm saying I'm going to do. So the next thing I would do is I would get much better at booking appointments. Guys, I see agents fail out all the time for this reason. They're scared of prospect. They're scared of the phone. And I would master that phone much quicker. I call it eating my shit sandwich, okay? I would do that as quickly as possible in order to get better at the phone, in order to get better at prospecting, in order to get inside more houses, in order to sell more policies. So get good at that phone. Stop being scared of it. The worst they're going to tell you is no. You might hear a cuss word or two. Big whoop. You haven't heard that before? So I would have mastered that phone much quicker. The way I would have done that is I would buy a list, and they're available anywhere. And if you need help with this, just reach out. I would buy a list with names and phone numbers, and I would cold call these people, okay? And offer free Medicare reviews or free supplement reviews, something like that, okay? I know there's a little bit of red tape around cold calling for Medicare Advantage, so make sure we know those rules. The next thing that I would do, number 5, is I would find a mentor sooner. Okay, I have a couple of now, and guys, I know you hear all the gurus talk about mentors and the importance of them, and you kind of roll your eyes. At least I did. I would find one much sooner. I think it's great to have somebody that you can bounce ideas off of. I think it's great to be put in your place sometimes and told, hey, that's a stupid idea. That might hurt your feelings at first, but man, that can save you a tremendous amount of time, money, headache, stress. It can save you all those things. So make sure to find a mentor. There's dozens of Facebook groups. You can find one. Maybe there's one in your organization. Find somebody that has done or is doing what you are trying to do. Okay. They'll give you that information and fast track that success for you much better than doing what Kenny and I have done and have been trying to figure it out the entire times ourselves. The sixth and final one, and I think is most likely the most important for you guys, is staying organized. It's something that I'm terrible at. I take that trait from being a salesman. Salesmen typically aren't known for being organized and clean and things like that. So I man, I've spent years and years. In fact, I'm redoing my CRM right now, my Excel spreadsheets. Uh, I I have lost a lot of business from not being organized. I've lost a tremendous amount of business and a tremendous amount of money, a tremendous amount of referrals, all that because I was so unorganized. Guys, it is difficult being an independent agent because you're a salesman, you're back office, you're customer service, you're an owner, you're all sorts of things, and that's a lot of hats to wear, and there's a lot to do. But it is extremely important, whether it be at the end of the day, beginning of the day, end of the week, however you decide to do that, it's extremely important to stay organized. They have CRMs to help you out with that, reminders on your phone. There's a million different tools that you can use to stay organized. So, to wrap it all up, guys, these are the 6 things that I would have done differently if I could start over today. And hopefully that helps you out and ensures that you don't make some of the same mistakes that I've made. And I would love to hear from you guys. Is there something that you would have done differently for those guys that have been in the business for a while? Or really, is there something that you're currently struggling with as a newer agent? Please let us know. We love having comments. We love seeing what you guys are seeing out there. It keeps us relevant. It keeps us, going over things with you guys and different topics. So we love this stuff. Reach out if you have any questions. We hope this helps. Take care.